Welcome everyone. In this lecture, we are going to see data types and variables. The very first thing in data types is that specifies the size and type of information the variable will store. Let's see what are the data types are there in C++. So the very first data types we take is int. Int means it is an integer values. It stores positive numbers, negative numbers and 0. You can store if you declare a variable like int x, we can store 6 or 64 like this, whatever we can store. Okay, this is the method how we store variables in data type. The size of this int data type is about 4 bytes. 4 bytes is the actual size of integer data type. Okay, the description of this data type is whole numbers, no decimal. It won't store numbers like 6.0, 6.02, whatever it is, it won't store. Okay, it only store integer values. And what should we do if we want to store some floating point numbers, or that means a decimal numbers? To store decimal number, we have the data type which is called float. Float is the data type which stores decimal numbers. Let's say float y equal to 7.2. We can store variables like this in decimals. Okay. And what is the size of this? The size of float is also 4 bytes. Okay. Yes. And the description of this is fractions, decimals, stores up to 6 to 7 digits. It only store, if you want to store a decimal point number, then you can use this float, and this can only store up to 6 to 7 digits. This is a very important thing, 6 to 7 digits, like 7.264371. This is the limit of the float data type. Okay, I hope you understand the both. Now next one is double. What is double? What should we do if we want to store so many large numbers, large decimal numbers? What should we do? What should we do if we want to store large decimal number? Mean we have the data type double. Double is also for storing decimal numbers, which is more than 6 to 7 digits. You can store here in the double. Okay, like 2.894641287993, etc, etc, etc. Okay, but it also has a limit. It has only sufficient for storing 15. Okay, yes. Now next one is character type. The thing which is important in character type is which stores single characters, which only stores single character. It won't store so many digits like numbers. So it won't store so many characters like A, B, C, D, etc, etc, etc. So let's store the character A. Okay, let's say character name equal to B. You have to store the character in this single quotes. Okay, in single quotes only. The size of this character type is 1 byte. And what is the size of this? The double integer size is 8 bytes. It's a very big one, so it stores 8 bytes. Yeah. What should we do if we want to store a very long number or long integer, long decimal, long float, whatever, if we want to store a very big thing, means we have one important and special thing, which is long. You can use this long for any assignation. It may be float, int, double. You can say like long integer. We can store 6, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 7, 9, etc. Okay. We can store like this in the long. This is the importance and usage of this long method. And the next thing we are going to see is constants. What is the usage of constant in this case? The usage of constant is if you don't want to change what you have declared. Like let's say, if I have declared an integer x which is assigned to 64, and I don't want to change it ever in my program, and I don't want to others also change. Others also can't change this thing. So what should we do in this case means we have to use const keyword. So this const keyword allows you to don't change the assigned thing ever. Okay? This is the usage of this constant. Now we have learned about some interesting things like data types and constants, and now we want to see declaration and assignation. So the both things are a little bit similar, but it's not. So let's say first declare and next one is assign. Declare means we are going to declare something, like declare an integer, declare a float, declare a character, declare a double, declare a long thing. Like so let's say integer y, float x, etc. Okay. Now what about this assign? What about the meaning of assignation? Assignation is we are giving some value to this. We are giving some value to the declared integer or float, declared data type. Okay. Let's see how to do that. Assignation. Now I have declared this thing. In my program, I have declared this thing one time, and I don't want to declare it again. I can directly assign like this. Y is equal to 10. Or if I didn't declare this before, then what should I do? I should do integer y equal to 10. Both are possible. Both are okay. So this is the difference between declaration and assignation. I hope this lecture I hope these things are clear now for you all. So let's see another important thing in our upcoming lectures. Okay? Thank you.